Okay guys, we're ready to finish up on the top here. We'll do it in a couple quick steps. It'll be quick for you. It'll probably take a couple hours for me because paint drying and all that good stuff. But we currently have, you can see it's all shiny again because we had to peel the tape to do the chrome and the clear coat. So we ended up with a shiny black roof instead of a flat vinyl. So we're going to, I've got my black gray here in my cup, and I'm going to we'll do a little bit here, just a hair of it live, and so we're going to paint this. It's not going to show right now because it's going to be wet, it's glossy, but we're going to paint that on, and then we have another brush that we're going to use to, as it dries, we'll start stippling it. It gives it the texture. And then that will dry to a flat finish. So I'm going to turn off the camera because the battery's almost dead and charge it up some. And I'll come back when I've got that completed and we're ready to move on to the next step. So there we go, that's where we're at. See you in just a second. Okay guys, we've got the gray on there, and we stippled it in. I'll try to, let's see if I can zoom in on it a little bit. Yeah, that gives us our texture on it just by taking the brush and going up and down on it with the hair. Like I was just showing the hair in the first one a little bit, just going straight up and down, bang, 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 bang. When the paint is almost not quite dry, but almost, where it's fairly thick and sticky, and it holds that texture in. So that's, sometimes depending on how it turns out, I may go over it with like a Tamiya panel liner if I think it's too light for the color, or if it looks like it needs to be sealed in a little bit better. But in the case of this one, I think it looks just fine the way it is with the acrylic on there. So that's where we're gonna leave the top and call it done. So there's other ways to do this. There's a tape kit out there that has like a pre-made vinyl on it. A lot of people do use the masking tape method, and I've seen that work well. It never has worked well for me, but that could just be me because only time I tried that, after about 6 months, the tape started curling up a little bit on the corners. So this is the way I've decided to do it on when I do my vinyl tops from now on, and so that's how you're going to see it. Is if you want to try it out, give her a whirl. And the worst thing is acrylic paint, so the worst thing happens is you just sand it down a little bit and it comes off and you can redo it. I have the paint on, all looking nice and pretty. Got clear coat on it. So I don't have any bare metal foil. I did order some from them, but it wasn't here, and I decided not to wait. So I skipped the capping for a couple of hours and was able to paint the trim on with the Super Chrome from AK. Good stuff, guys. You should grab a bottle. One bottle goes a long way, and you can brush paint it, you can spray it, you can do just about anything you want with it. We got our bumpers on, we got our tail lights in. There are no lenses for these, so I put some Tamiya red in the bottom of the tail lights casing. It's just a chrome piece, and then I filled it with the UV clear resin and set it up, and that works really well. I'm happy with the way that turned out. Let's see, we did the same for, I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but the headlights on these are molded in the same way, molded into the chrome grill. So we when we did a black wash for the grill, we put a little bit of black wash in the headlights to kind of bring the texture up, and then we put this clear resin over the top of that to give a little bit of depth to the lens, so it doesn't look plastic. We've got in the engine bay is all painted. I think I showed in the last video. If not, I'll show it to you now again. Well, the fan belt is still in there. because they end up using my interior tubs a lot of times for parts holders till I get everything put in. So then we've got our interior done. This was originally supposed to be the color of the body, but I just didn't like it on this color on the body. This is closer to what his car was somewhere in between these two, even though it's supposed to be this color. I guess maybe because of the way it was oxidized out. It was more blue, and this is a little more green. So we went with this for the interior, and it works out pretty well. We did a wash over it. We put felt down for the carpeting, and again used the super chrome on the steering wheel and the dash and all that good stuff. I got some stills of the dash without it in there, which will stick in. Yeah, it turned out really well. I'm happy with that. We got our the tires that come with this old kit were horrible. Fortunately, as they've re-released it over the years, the tires have gotten better. These are actually the Krieger style wheels that came out of the 68 Dart kit for the USAC build I just finished. And I had these wheels, or these tires, in my stash of spares. So we used those. These were, I think these were the front tires from the Dart kit as well. So we used those big and little on there. We got those ready to go. So we're basically almost up to final assembly. We've got our engine mounted and our chassis. We got one of the side pipes are on. We did have to go in and make a new drive shaft with changing the motor. I need to touch up the bottom of the oil pan there. I got some schmutz on it, and we need to get the other what you call it, the wake pipe put on there. But I'll probably wait until after I have the body on there. This one is just hanging loose. Originally was glued together, but I had to pop it apart to get it when I had to do some fidgeting and trimming and fitting to get it to go up in there. Oh, I still got to paint my U-joints as well. So we're getting there on this one. It's almost done. We'll have to start the turkey trot here in a few hours. Right now it's about 7 o'clock on Wednesday night here in the middle of the West. And so we'll work on this for a couple hours. I'm watching a hockey game at the same time, so I'm not doing a whole lot of work. And then turkey trot starts at midnight, and then we will probably not get back to this till maybe over the weekend. And we'll do a final assembly then. So next video you'll probably see would be the final after this one. Check out the vinyl top tutorial series I think there's going to be 3 or 4 parts to it finally when it's finally done. That parts will also be included in the main video, but I broke those out as a little separate couple minute long tutorial type videos. So anyway, I'm going to thank everybody for watching, and by the time you see this, Thanksgiving will already be passed, so I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and looking forward to a better Christmas and hopefully a better new year. And with that, I want to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world when you watch this video, and we will see you next time. Bye.